Well, let's start with the two-day BJP National Council meeting, which was held in the national capital in the run-up to the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, and the Prime Minister laid the roadmap for his third term. The Prime Minister says the BJP fulfilled dreams and objectives that were kept in cold storage for decades and centuries, including the construction of Ram Mandir, the introduction of the Women's Reservation Bill, abrogation of Article 370. Those are some of the examples pointed by the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister also said that he works for the nation and not for power, and under his leadership, India must dream bigger.
एक बड़े संकल्प के साथ जोड़ दिया है और ये संकल्प है विकसित भारत का। अब देश न छोटे सपने देख सकता है और देश न अब छोटे संकल्प ले सकता है। सपने भी विराट होंगे, संकल्प भी विराट होंगे।
What followed was a scathing indictment of the Congress party. The Prime Minister said that the battle this year is between a BJP that is working for Viksit Bharat and a visionless opposition alliance led by the Congress that is busy solely in dividing the nation. He also claimed there are some within the Congress party who are aware that their agenda of Modi hate will only hurt the party and that Congress has now lost all its direction amid its pursuit to abuse the Prime Minister.
कांग्रेस का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड हम सभी के सामने है। कांग्रेस अस्थिरता की जननी है। कांग्रेस परिवारवाद की जननी है। कांग्रेस भ्रष्टाचार की जननी है और कांग्रेस तुष्टीकरण की भी जननी है। 70 के दशक में जब देश में कांग्रेस के विरुद्ध गुस्सा बढ़ना शुरू हुआ तो खुद को बचाने के लिए इसने अस्थिरता का सहारा लिया। आज भी ये लोग अस्थिरता पैदा करने के लिए नई नई साजिशें कर रहे हैं। इन लोगों ने मिलकर जो गठबंधन बनाया है उसकी भी यही पहचान है। कांग्रेस के पास विकास का एजेंडा नहीं है, फ्यूचर का रोड मैप नहीं है। ये देश को कभी भाषा के आधार पर तो कभी क्षेत्र के आधार पर बांटने में जुटे हुए हैं। कांग्रेस में एक वर्ग है जो कहता है कि मोदी से तीखी नफरत करो, मोदी पर व्यक्तिगत आरोप लगाओ, मोदी की छवि खराब करने के लिए हर हथकंडे अपनाओ। एक वर्ग है। कांग्रेस के अंदर एक दूसरा वर्ग भी है जो कांग्रेस की मूल परंपराओं से निकला हुआ है, जो कहता है कि मोदी पर व्यक्तिगत आरोप, नफरत से कांग्रेस को बाहर निकालो। इससे कांग्रेस को और ज्यादा नुकसान होता है। यानी कांग्रेस हमसे सैद्धांतिक मुद्दों पर लड़ाई नहीं लड़ रही है। कांग्रेस इतनी हताश है कि उसमें सैद्धांतिक विरोध, वैचारिक विरोध का साहस भी नहीं बचा। इसलिए गाली गलौज और मोदी पर झूठे आरोप ही उनका एकमात्र एजेंडा बन गया है।
While the Prime Minister targeted the Congress and the rest of the opposition for their lack of vision and bid to promote their own families, the India bloc is hit back. They believe the BJP is on the prowl to poach leaders from the opposition and break the opposition parties in order to strengthen its bid to cross 400 seats. Listen in.
ये हमेशा परिवारवाद की बात करते हैं, लेकिन दूसरों की परिवारवाद, इन्हें अपना परिवारवाद दिखाई नहीं देता। केवल विपक्षियों को चुन चुनकर कैसे आरोप सिद्ध किए जाएं उन पर। इंडिया गठबंधन से इतने डरे क्यों हो भाई? आप अपना राष्ट्रीय अधिवेशन करो ना, उसमें तो कोई आकर आपके अड़ंगा नहीं डाल रहा है। लेकिन आप केवल इंडिया गठबंधन को कोसोगे, परिवारवाद की बात करोगे और इससे भी मन नहीं भरेगा तो कांग्रेस और दूसरी पार्टी के नेताओं को, और आप कांग्रेस मुक्त भारत, विपक्ष मुक्त भारत की बड़ी बड़ी बात करोगे। तो ये जो भ्रम फैलाने का आप काम कर रहे हो ना, 400 पार, ये कोई 400 पार नहीं होगा। जिस प्रकार आप लोग डरे हुए हो, जिस प्रकार गलत बयानबाजी कर रहे हो, इससे साफ दिख रहा है कि आप 200 पार भी होने वाले नहीं हो।
But the fact is, dynastic politics breeds in the Bharatiya Janata Party. Be it leaders like Dharmendra Pradhan, Anurag Thakur or the Rani family, the Munde family or the Fadnavis family. All these people are part of dynastic politics. So before making a comment on the opposition, the BJP should look at themselves. On the one hand, the BJP is talking about winning 370 seats single-handedly in the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections and 400 along with the NDA. If they are so confident, then why are they constantly talking about the India Alliance? They are talking so because they are afraid that the India Alliance is getting stronger and the people of India will vote for them.
All right, that's only a first set of reactions coming in from the opposition. Many such reactions expected in hours to come. The Prime Minister once again giving a powerful speech talking about NDA's 2024 blueprint. I want to quickly open this up with our guest joining us this evening. We have Asif Bamla, political analyst, along with Saif Khan of the Congress Party. Mr. Khan, I want to first up begin by asking you this, that the Prime Minister, just like he did when he addressed the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha very recently, has spoken of NDA's blueprint. He maintains ab ki baar 400 par for the NDA, and he's very, very confident because he says the opposition is completely visionless. And look how the kind of desertions that have started to now haunt the Congress Party and the rest of India slowly. He's talking about constant instability in the opposition bloc.
See, firstly, let me tell you, Bharatiya Janata Party. Let's look at the facts here. Firstly, point number one: what was the growth rate with UPA 1 and UPA 2? 6.8%. Till now, the Modi government, with a tenure of 10 years, hasn't crossed 6.5%. That is the growth rate of India I'm talking about. So, what development is he talking about? Ab ki baar 400 par. Why? Why? The farmers are protesting right now. The price rise is already there. 150% is what government is, taking from all of the people in terms of the tax on petrol and diesel. Why? Corruption, electronic bonds are there. Corruption cab reports was recently been introduced. We have seen, like a road is being constructed with a budget of 250 crores. Why they would be voted to powers? Ram Mandir was constructed, after the Supreme Court interfered and after the judgment of Supreme Court. Nothing as such is being done. There is absolutely no progress made by Bharatiya Janata Party. It is because Bharatiya Janata Party has 4 members in the company which manufactures EVMs. Is that the claim Bharatiya Janata Party and our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is claiming? That people would do nothing. And
okay, so the BJP has not done anything. But what is the INDI being able to do? Mr. Khan, what is the INDI being able to do in order to come across just perception-wise to create that kind of a narrative that yes, we're united, yes, we're a strong force, as strong as the NDA to take on the BJP?
I'm really sorry I didn't get you here. Could you please repeat that?
I'm saying while you're ready to fact check the Prime Minister on the points he spoke of or he highlighted through the course of his speech, what about the INDI? Is it strong enough a force today to take on the BJP? What about the desertions? What about how slowly there are so many leaders crucial to the INDIs coming together in the run-up to 2024 slowly abandoning the group?
Yeah, absolutely, I completely accept that there is an India alliance and there are regional parties which may or may not be a part of India alliance in terms of the Lok Sabha elections. That is completely fine. As per Indian National Congress, we've been contesting elections and we have an experience. We have run the government and we made all of the growth which you see in India in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of the airports, in terms of the roads, in terms of the growth, if you mean to say, that is all done by Indian National Congress. A false commitment or the fake promises is always made by the Bharatiya Janata Party since 2014. Nothing, no development has been made throughout, by Bharatiya Janata Party. It is all falsely committed, that we are making a progress. Now, what progress are they talking? Why
the BJP most certainly, Mr. Saif Khan, doesn't agree. In fact, the finance minister presented a white paper as well to counter, what the UPA has been highlighting and the 10 years of UPA versus the 10 years of NDA as well. So if you want to talk about statistics, you want to talk about inflation numbers, fiscal deficits, so on and so forth, we're going to end up taking this to a whole different level, and we can possibly only do that if time permits, and which I'm afraid to say I don't have right now. But Mr. Asif Bamla, quickly respond to the opposition allegations that have come in so far. If the Prime Minister is so very confident about 400 par for the NDA, why is the Prime Minister only constantly talking about the INDI bloc?
I will only begin with the opening statement of the Honorable Prime Minister कि सपने भी विराट होंगे और संकल्प भी विराट होंगे. हिंदुस्तानी और भारतवासी अब न छोटे सपने देखेगा और संकल्प भी न छोटे होंगे उनके. आज ये जो कह रहे हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने कुछ नहीं किया, past 10 years the speed at which India's progress is something that's commendable, which not alone India, the world leaders have accepted it. Not only that, the Prime Minister induced so much of power. Please don't interrupt in between. I heard you patiently. Now
Mr. Khan, he's been patient while you were speaking. Please let him complete. I'll come back to you.
You dare have the patience to hear me.
Go ahead, Mr.
You have a wrong and a false agenda, so keep your gob shut and hear me patiently.
Mr. Khan, I'll give you your time. Please let him complete.
Yes.
Mr. Asif Bamla.
देखिए, ये मोदी जी की गारंटी है. मोदी जी has stood up with the गरीब किसान. ठीक है, किसानों का आंदोलन है, तो आप क्यों खुश हो रहे हो? आप क्यों उन्हें बढ़ावा दे रहे हो? हम उसका भली बात सॉल्व करेंगे. पहले भी किया, अभी भी करें, आगे भी सॉल्व करेंगे. दलित पीड़ित महिलाओं के लिए प्लीज lower his fader. I can't debate. Lower this gentleman's fader off.
The 80% of
lower this gentleman's fader. I will not debate. I'm sorry.
Mr. Saif Khan,
I will not debate.
To every argument that he's presenting, you can't come in and counter. That's not how we're going to be able to take this conversation forward. I'm coming back to you. Let him please complete 30 seconds, Mr. Bamla. Complete your point.
I'm talking to the anchor. Damn you.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Not 30
please,
seconds.
uninterrupted time, Mr. Khan, to Mr. Bamla. I'll come back to you. Then I'll come back to you. Please allow him his time.
Dalit, yeah, but please lower his fader. दलित पिछड़े लोगों को उन्होंने मोदी योजना दी है. रेडी पटाड़ी गरीब लोगों को उन्होंने जो है सुनिधि योजना दी है. 10 साल तक जो है गरीब महिलाओं को जो हमेशा पानी के कनेक्शंस के लिए कभी जूझा करती थी, तो कभी अपने ही गैस और चूल्हे में जो है व्यस्त रहती थी. आज इन दोनों से जो है मोदी जी और उनके संकल्प पे इनको विदाई दी. मैं ये पूछता हूं, आपने हमेशा जो है बात की है 10 साल का बेदाग कार्यकाल रहा आदरणीय मोदी जी का. और देखो अगेन 25 लाख को 25 करोड़ के लोगों को, हिंदुस्तानी लोगों को इन्होंने मोदी जी ने गरीबी की रेखा से बाहर हटाया. इन्हें क्या पता है? इन्होंने तो सिर्फ जो है भ्रष्टाचार में विश्वास किया है. इनका नीति कथनी और
Mr. Saif Khan, the BJP, the Prime Minister says to his workers, to his party men, work with renewed vigor. He's been talking about the 10 years of the NDA through and through. He's been putting out data on the table for the opposition as well. He says very interestingly, and Mr. Bamla would want to quickly highlight that as well, but Mr. Saif Khan, the Prime Minister said, he's seeking his third term not for power but for Rashtra Niti. What about the Congress? What about the opposition? There is a crisis of leadership and definitely there is no Raniti that one can see clearly.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. These are speculations speculated again by Bharatiya Janata parties and some of the people, those who are sitting on your panel. Look at them.
You're saying there's no crisis of leadership, sir? Mr. Saif Khan?
No. What I'm saying is,
everybody wants to be a prime ministerial candidate in the INDI bloc. There is clearly no consensus on who should be the PM face. Forget amongst the INDI partners, even in the Congress. The party high command was not quite happy when there were those part of the INDI who suggested Mallikarjun Kharge's name. So there is clearly a crisis of leadership to begin with.
firstly, our country is democracy.
Where is the India land?
It's a democratic country, right? Everyone and absolutely everyone has its rights to be a candidate of a prime minister face, right? And that is so. It can be decided, and further a face can be given. Also, for now, the one who is right now, was telling us, or the people of India, that
Okay. Whether or not the Janta, the Aam Janta is convinced by what the Prime Minister is saying, the work that's been done by the NDA, or there's more than what meets the eye, all of that, of course, 2024 election results are going to be a testimony to. This is our top focus story. We take this up for debate at 9 p.m. as well. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. That's all the time we have. We need to head into a quick break for now.